Have our complex identities destroyed politics as usual? We are all several things at once. Identity is more malleable than at any point in human history. Class can be hidden in ways that before would invite derision. Sexuality and increasingly gender are fluid concepts. Religious allegiance is up for grabs. Race, a social construct, can be downplayed or flaunted. This has had profound effects on our politics. Parties could once claim to represent clearly defined class interests. However, the unionized mass working class has been swept away by decades of globalization, eroding the very basis of our politics. What's left in its place is an economic culture that prioritizes choice and a social one built around the individual. Voters are no longer content with being told what to think. They like to choose. In 1950, 98% of voters backed one of the three main parties in Britain. In 2015, that was down to 75%. Votes have gone to the Women's Equality Party, the Greens, the SNP and UKIP. Whatever the philosophies of this group of parties, what unites them is that they have understood the most important act of politics is to identify an enemy. Defining oneself is difficult because the choices today are so many, but spotting a foe is still instinctual. Knowing who you are is hard. Knowing who you are not, easy. As smaller parties benefit from cohering around an identity, mainstream ones have followed suit. But theirs is an opportunistic political move, shrinking themselves to slogans normally reserved for the extremities of public debate. Harnessing the fear of outsiders and manipulating those emotions has been a signature of this new form of politics. Politicians, along with the complicit media, attempt to formulate experiences to get the public to play along with these deceits. Identity is becoming more pliant, something to be bent or stretched or made to disappear. This allows politicians to manufacture panics and massage public opinion. As our societies become more complex, so do our identities. But what does not change is our unease with difference, one that politicians echoed and thus validated. Elected representatives should be attempting to bridge differences, but instead they want us to bond over fabricated similarities.